Hey everybody, Rob Orgale, your favorite silencer nut job. In today's video, I wanted to give you a huge update in my top 5 overall suppressors. Whew, I have had a lot of lessons learned since the last time I made a video like this. I think it was about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, and I put out Rob's top 5 and Rob's top 3 some time ago. And hey, quick disclaimer, some of the comments in those previous videos were, I thought this was your number 1 suppressor. Well, 6 months later, a better something comes along, and as time progresses, our cell phones get smarter, and as time progresses, our computers get smaller and smarter. So kind of like our suppressors, we're evolving so quickly in the silencer industry. I think it's important to notice that SHOT Show happens once a year, but the silencer stuff is going on like constantly because it's evolving so darn quick. So I picked out my current top 5 suppressors. So without beating around the bush, here is my current top 5 suppressors after finding the results of many tests since I started this channel. So the first one that I've fallen quickly in love with is the Maximus L from Centurion. Now, here's what I love about the suppressor. One, its sound is impressively good. It is definitely one of the best sounding suppressors, and I've put it head to head with as many things as you see behind me as I can fit into in one day. I've created a lot of videos doing these tests, and in the end, sound, this is an incredibly impressive suppressor. I've even put it on my belt fed, I've tested it in high string of fire, and I've tested it in slow fire for back pressure, sound, and effects on the host. And overall, this suppressor is just quite impressive. Now, I own both the Inconel and the titanium version. I'm holding the Inconel version because the titanium version is currently attached to my favorite coyote rifle. So I like setting it up and just having one rifle that I just don't tinker with, so it's ready for my next hunt. So it should be a good testament that on my favorite coyote rifle is my current favorite suppressor. So that Maximus L titanium lives on that gun. Now, this is a great suppressor for many reasons I just mentioned. To include, it is a hub mount. That means I get to choose the type of mount I want, whether I want it to be a direct thread or an ASR or any other type of mounting solution. If you want a video on mounts, put in the comments section mounts. I would love to hear your thoughts on your current favorite mounts, and then I will make a full video on my concepts on mounts as well as my lessons learned so far. Next is the Sig suppressor. This is the Hexom 556, and it's just under 6 inches. It sounds very impressive, and it's crazy lightweight. It's around 10-ish ounces. Why don't you know, Rob? Well, I would put it on my Amazon scale, and I would tell you how much it weighs. However, the hub adapter is stuck on the end of the silencer, and I used all the techniques I know to remove it, which is a lot of techniques. I showed it to Sig, and they said, oh yeah, sorry, here's an RMA, we'll fix it. And they've been wonderful about fixing problems. I just don't want to send it back just yet because I'm still testing it and having a ton of fun with the suppressor, because it also sounds very good, and it's very low back pressure. Between these two, I'm not sure right now which one's better. I really do love them both. Okay, next, the Dual and the Maximum Sound Signature, the Cat JL. This suppressor is impressive to me because for a long time, to me, the PTR Vent 1 was just the cat's meow of maximum quiet. Whether it was 556 or 308 or 300 black, it just did it all incredibly well. Many people expressed concerns about the PIP, purposely induced porosity, and that might clog up over time. They themselves said clean it every 1 to 2,000 rounds. That made some people nervous. Now I've tested it well beyond that, and I have found that mine hasn't clogged at all. It still sounds good and still has the same level of back pressure. However, the Cat JL, especially in titanium, weighs the same as the PTR Vent 1 that I've been in love with for the last year and a half. It's also lower in back pressure, and in some cases, like on an AR-15, you can hear that this suppressor is quieter. In most cases, it sounds exactly the same to the PTR. So this has become my new favorite do-all 30 cal 556 for maximum sound because of its lower back pressure, and in some cases, you can hear that it's quieter than the PTR Vent 1, only by a little. Next is the 22 suppressor. This is the B&T Tiger 22. Now, this suppressor is incredibly impressive to me because, one, it has defeated all other rimfire suppressors I have tested. I believe I have almost 30. It surpassed all of them in their sound performance. Not just in sound performance, but it is rated to, in a pinch, do 556. Now, I have tested this to failure. If you haven't seen that video, please check out our 22 showdown where I destroy 2 22 silencers to see what they can truly take, because both are 3D printed. Both said, hey, you can shoot us on 556, and I said, well, how far can I push that? And they said, So I found out, and I put them on 16-inch guns, even 7.5-inch guns. Well, oddly enough, I even included the Tiger 22 suppressor in the K-off video for 5.56 because it said it could take 5.56. Not only did it not have any issues or show any degradation, but it was actually in the top 4 suppressors for 5.56 as a 22 can that only weighs about 4.5 ounces. So if you're going to put on a bolt action rifle for a hunt, a coyote hunt, a 17 HMR, all of the different things I've tested so far, this has won in every department and has outshined all other 22 and rimfire suppressors to the extreme. So the B&T Tiger 22 can is absolutely my favorite of my rimfire suppressors. Finally, this is the Stealth Additive Works Shiv. This suppressor is very impressive to me because it weighs 2.5 ounces. That is stupid light. Not only does it weigh 2.5 ounces, and there are many other mini cans you'll see over here, I did a video in the form of a short, and I took several 9mm suppressors on several different M9s, and I compared them side by side with supersonic, subsonic ammunition, and while the Shiv did not take first place, it was very close to probably within the top 3 in sound. Not only was it like ranked number 3 in sound, but it was very close in sound signature to these very large full-size suppressors that are like 6+ inches. And this guy is half that size and less than half that weight. So you don't even need a booster to screw it on the end of your gun. You literally can just screw this right on your gun, not have to tamper with anything, and rock out to an incredibly good sounding 9mm suppressor that is light as all get up, short as all get up, and does not require a booster to cycle your action. Guys, if you like this content, do me a huge favor. Give me that like, comment, subscribe. It really does go a long way. There's a new button called the hype button. If the video is less than a week old, you hit the hype button. It lets everybody else know that this is interesting information. It can help them. I really appreciate everything you guys have done to support our channel. As always, stay safe.